Welcome back to Kevin's Backyard. Today we're talking turkey. And the holiday season is right around the corner. I've had a lot of questions on, Kevin, how do I smoke a turkey? Now many of you have barbecued one before, but not many have smoked it. So I'm going to give you some great tips and techniques, and I'm going to walk you through that process. Let's talk turkey. And if you're going to be going the frozen route, a 20-pound turkey should take you about 4 to 5 days to thaw out completely inside of your fridge. I love using fresh. Let's discuss brining. Now when you grill something, smoke something, barbecue something, you lose about 20% of the weight from the original size that you put it on with. Brining is going to add 20% back into your food. So the turkey, if it's 20 pounds and you brine it, it's going to be about 24 pounds once it goes on the grill. Loses the 20%, now it's down to about 20, which is the original weight. It can make it more flavorful and more moist. Stuffing. Many of you love to put it inside the cavity. And if you're going to do that, you want to make sure that the turkey is completely cooked through and the stuffing is registering about 165 to 170 degrees throughout. I myself love putting my stuffing on the grill. And the reason why is I like filling the cavity with other things, apples, oranges, beer, seasoning. This is going to help with the overall moisture and flavor of my turkey. And I'll start with the inside and then I'll work my way out. And I'm going to lift up the skin. On this breast meat right here, I'm going to put some butter, some Italian seasoning. It's going to bake down into that meat and make it very juicy and very flavorful. Once we've gotten that taken care of, the outside is going to get a real nice light coating of olive oil, salt and pepper, help with that great golden brown color. And once we've got this all set up, we're then going to move over and we're going to talk about how you set your smoker up in order to smoke this turkey. We've got our turkey situated. Now let's talk about setting up our smoker. And we're going to take it apart piece by piece. This will make putting it together and getting it up and running much quicker and easier. Let's talk about fuel. We're going to be using charcoal briquettes. This is a 22.5-inch Smokey Mountain cooker. We're going to fill the chimney about halfway. It's 50 to 60 coals, and we're going to light those. That's what's going to help keep the fire going. Now once we've gotten that taken care of, we're going to put the chimney starter on top of the cooking grate. We're then going to fill the bottom of the charcoal chamber about halfway up. There's going to be 2 circles. We're going to fill it to about the midway point. This is the perfect amount of charcoal for a 6 to 8 hour smoke. And once we've gotten that taken care of, we're then going to talk about the water pan and the woods that we're going to be using throughout the smoking process. Our charcoal is going. Now before we get our smoker put together, we need to talk about the water we're going to use and the wood that's going to go in the smoker. Now our water pan for a 6 to 8 hour smoke should take about 2 to 3 liters of water. The water pan absorbs energy, helps keep the temperatures low. It also works as a baffle, so the heat hits that and comes up to our food. It also adds humidity into the smoker, which helps the smoke adhere to what we're going to be smoking. Now let's talk about wood. Every time that you use charcoal, you should be using chunks. This will help prolong the smoke. If you don't have chunks, you can use chips. Just make sure you soak them for at least 2 to 3 hours beforehand. You want the water to penetrate a little bit to help the smoldering process inside the smoker. Today I'm going to be using hickory. It's great with turkeys, helps with the golden brown color, but you have to remember it can be very pungent. A little will go a long way, so remember that when smoking any kind of food. Find the woods that you're going to use and make sure you're using the correct amounts. We got our smoker going and it's time for our turkey. A couple tips I want to give you. 1, keeping and maintaining smoking temperatures. Much easier when you adjust the bottom dampers about 1/4 of an inch. We're going to use the damper and the lid to control our temperature. This helps keep and maintain our temperatures much easier for you. Also, if it's cold outside, one tip I'm going to give you to help get you up to temperature a little bit quicker. When the smoker's apart, take your lit charcoal, dump that on the unlit, and you're going to keep the smoker apart for about 5 to 10 minutes. This is going to help get the excess charcoal going and get you up to temperature a little bit quicker. Now our turkey. We're going to get that on the smoker. One tip I'm going to give you, if you want to get that nice golden brown color, use a cheesecloth. What happens if you put it on without one? You're going to get a dark color to the bird. It's almost going to look burnt. It's not burnt, it's just what's going on in that smoker. So the cheesecloth will help. Understand that it's going to take about 5 to 6 hours to get a 20-pound turkey smoked. About halfway through that process, you're going to pull the cheesecloth, you're going to finish it up. It's going to give you that nice golden brown color all of us strive to achieve. Take a look at these sides. They look perfect. And yes, every one of them was done on a Weber grill. But more importantly, let's check out this turkey. I don't know about you, but this looks like it was smoked on another level. And I know by watching this video, your next smoked turkey is going to come out this good. Now, if we're getting close to holiday time and you have some questions or you need some grilling inspiration, you can always find it here on Kevin's Backyard.